Hello my lovely people, I'm back with another reading. As you can see, we got 5 files here. November predictions. I've done this before and you can check on my channel, so if you want to see it, and also on my Vimeo. I think it's either on my Vimeo or on my channel, because you're gonna find it either extended, like I've done like October and November extended or something like that. So, or you're gonna find it anyway. So November this year, what gonna come toward your prediction and what gonna happen. Remember to like and subscribe. If you want a personal reading, you can email me. My email is right here. Just send me an email and I'm gonna get back to you with a PayPal request, and then we're gonna book a reading. Also, if you want to go and subscribe to my other channels, Chill with Ella and I know the music, go ahead. Okay, so I'm very excited for some reason for this prediction. I don't know why, but I feel some kind of vibe happening here in November for someone, at least, or a lot of people, some kind of changes. Let's see. Okay, so choose one by 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I'm gonna drink water because I'm short, like my breath is kind of short because I've been eating a lot just now. Let's put this water here. Number 1 here. Let's start this reading. November predictions for you. Number 1. I feel like you're gonna be hated by a lot of people, but I don't feel like it's gonna be negative. It's gonna be a little bit negative because you're gonna be hated by some people. Because it can go like both ways for some of you here, because it's general reading. I feel like maybe you've done something and you needed to go to some kind of growth and kind of be in that state of like not be overprotective or over like not want to listen, or in your ego, or over selfishness, or overly in your pain and a victim mentality that kind of you felt weak, and then you kind of forgot somehow, like you lost track of your thought or your behavior to a point where you become a person that you never wanted to be. It could be like you become that person who are like selfish, taking advantage of people because maybe you've been through a lot. I'm not making excuses for you or anybody, but I feel like sometimes people get lost, and because they don't want to correct something. It's like at one point it's like you're driving a car and your life is terrible and you're drunk on thought and you're drunk on something and you're very desperate, and then you cannot drive. So the first thing that you're gonna do is take something or something, because you know that either like you drive the car or because you're gonna hit something, or you let someone drive it and nobody want to drive it, so you're taking advantage of people. This is not an excuse, it's not a good thing, but something like about you trying to kind of take advantage of people to kind of get you somewhere because you cannot drive right now and you got no other choices. So somehow it's like you have some kind of something that you're not, like your vision is blurry, or you feel weak, or you're not confident in yourself to kind of get yourself like to a place, to another place. So you want someone to kind of escort you or take you some place, or sometimes you don't want to ask even for help, so you kind of taking advantage of people or opportunities, or kind of manipulate people to kind of take you from there. And you felt like you have every right because you kind of like felt like you're going through a state of like fear or something like that. So you kind of didn't feel guilty because you took advantage of people to get you to some kind of comfort zone, to kind of get you to some place or something like that, because you felt like you were so self-centered that you didn't realize what you were doing. You didn't realize that it was something within yourself that you're weak, and you shouldn't take advantage of other people if you're weak, and you could have just tell them how you feel or something like that. Instead, maybe you were in your ego and you didn't want to be vulnerable, so you're like walking around telling people like, hey, I don't know why, you're just lying at them, pretending they like them, so they take you somewhere or something like that, or they give you some opportunities. Almost like you kind of lost track of who you are and what you want to be and what your authentic self. I feel like you lost track of that because you were like in a very foggy place, and I feel like you need to kind of get back to yourself, and you're going to get back to yourself in November, or some kind of realization going to happen that it's going to hit you so hard. It's almost like a tower moment that you're going to be like, oh my god, I did not realize that I was doing this for a long time now. I did not realize that I was a narcissist, or I've been like taking advantage of something that I was like, it's not my place. Because those people that I'm taking advantage of, or like manipulate them to kind of give me to some place because I'm in a place of fear, or in a place of sadness, or a place of lack, or not confident enough, or insecure, or whatever like the thing. Or maybe you're insecure, you feel like those people are better than you or something like that, so you feel like they're confident anyway, so it would not hurt them if I break them to kind of get my confident boost, or it would not hurt them if I like do something, because they're just gonna be fine because they're better than me, or they like more hotter, or more handsome or something than me, or more successful. So it would not hurt them for me to kind of take advantage of something. Okay, so I feel like you didn't realize that you were hurting people, not just because people are like doing more than you. Like it doesn't, like it's like doesn't mean that they don't have something in their life. Maybe they're pushing more harder than you. Maybe they have more things than you, something like that. You're gonna hit you so hard. Like, I feel like some kind of like denial truth that you don't want to, you denied yourself some kind of truth, because general reading gonna hit you. This is the one scenario I see, like, gonna hit you, and you're gonna have some kind of realization, because someone either gonna be like not talking to you, or a friend gonna be confronting you, or some kind of confirmation gonna be happening about your behavior that you're gonna confront. This person may just leave you, someone gonna leave you, or your twin flame even maybe gonna leave you, or gonna break up with you, or your twin gonna be like separate in ways, or going to someone else, or you're gonna see someone moving to someone else, or your partner or the person that you were with kind of marrying someone else, or leaving you for someone else, or building their life somewhere else, or you're gonna see your friend kind of turning their back on you. Someone gonna be like telling the truth to you, or you're gonna see the truth yourself. So in general, November gonna be happening this way, that you're gonna see some kind of truth. If it's not like that, and the story is not resonating for you, or it's not gonna happen this way, it's gonna happen in some sort of way. So you're gonna realize some kind of behavior that you had that you didn't realize they were affecting other people around, or you were affecting yourself, or you're affecting yourself and other people. So some kind of like thing that you were affecting, something very pure around you that you've been affecting people emotion because of your state of mind, and you're gonna realize that. Some of you might realize that whatever you've been doing, maybe you've been a troll, because I've been hearing someone here been a troll, like you've been like creating fake account to kind of like say shit to someone, or like to comment on someone and say shit or something like that. You're gonna realize that kind of those behavior like it's not something that you're proud of, and you don't want to be that person, or you don't want to be like, you don't want to look at yourself this way. This is what you're gonna realize. This is the most important thing that you're gonna realize. Maybe they're not looking at me this way. Maybe I'm hiding. Maybe I'm doing shit. Maybe I'm being hateful. But we're most important, like the most important things is me loving myself, me looking at myself in the mirror. I hear like a lot of like back talk also. Hearing like some kind of back talk. Anyway, listen to yourself in the mirror or something like that. You're back talking. Somehow you like talk things to yourself in the mirror when you look at yourself or something like that. And I feel like you kind of had a behavior where like you're talking to yourself and you say a lot of things that to make yourself better, and this behavior may gonna die and not gonna have it anymore. Sounds like you had some kind of behavior where you tell yourself a lot of things in consistent, like sometimes like when you have that heavy thought, because you know deep inside you they're doing something wrong, so you're telling yourself a lot of excuses, a lot of things about how this person like got things that, so you putting like a list in your head. So when you start putting a list about someone, how is it okay to do that? It means that it's not okay. It's like this person's strong with this person. It means like your intuition telling you that it's not right. Okay, so I do feel like you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror and you're gonna be like, I want to be proud of myself, I want to love myself. I don't care if those people don't know anything, like they don't know that I'm doing that, or if they didn't even discover that I'm that person. What most importantly is like, I don't want to be that person. I feel like you're gonna be trying to rise to your authentic self, and you're gonna realize some behavior that is kind of heavy on your chest, and you're gonna try to kind of also, it's almost like it's gonna hurt seeing something very pure, something that had growth being burned by those behaviors. So it's almost like you're gonna be like, if I've done things differently, I would not lose that awesome person, that person on my friendship or something like that. If I've done this differently, things can be easier, or I would have growth. Like if I've done it differently, if I was more vulnerable, speaking like, hey, told my friend, I don't feel good, can you help me with that? Or I don't feel good, I need to fix it with myself, I need to accept something, maybe I'm insecure, maybe I'm that. And you need to kind of, if you've done it differently, to have growth with yourself, to tell yourself like, this is not good feeling, this is not a good feeling, this is jealousy, this is hate, this is insecurity. I need to tell myself this is me being insecure, and I need to figure out why am I being insecure. I need to love myself. I feel like you were running from the truth and telling yourself that you're insecure, something like that. Instead of that, you were telling yourself a lot of things like, no, it's fine, I'm not the person, this person is like that. You're telling yourself a lot of fake truth. So in November, this thing gonna happen. Also in November, I feel like you might lose something very precious to you, as we spoke about it. But I feel like it's not like, there's a lot of people you might lose, or a lot of things like friendship or something like that. Maybe you're just regretful of losing those, but most likely you might be regretting of losing a person, or losing something very valuable to you. It could be a person that you really love, not gonna talk to you, or friendship or something like that. I feel around November you might gain weight, or you might start like have a diet, or like a bad diet, or like stress eating, or being comfortable in eating or something like that, where like maybe you feel comfortable eating and sitting and chilling, so you might gain weight or something like that. I feel like around November you're gonna try to kind of work on your mental thought or how you think about things. I feel like every time you kind of get triggered to kind of this zone of being like that jealous person or kind of this thing, like whatever thing, because general reading, that thing was like you were trying to resist inside you, you're gonna acknowledge your thought, you're gonna acknowledge your shadow side, you're gonna acknowledge your shadow side and give it love. So almost like you'd be like, oh, I kind of feel jealous. Why do I feel like I'm not good enough? Why do I feel jealous? Why do I have to kind of get over people to reach there? Instead, why do I have problem being vulnerable? Something like that. So you're gonna have a lot of truth around November. I feel like you're gonna quit smoking or drinking or some kind of toxic habit. As we spoke, also this toxic habit could be it, but I feel like there's some kind of also addiction that you're gonna quit. There's some kind of addiction that you have. It could be like an obsession of like doing something to ease your pain. You might like just quit it. Could be anything. Could be like a drinking, smoking, or something like that. You're gonna quit it. Around November, you might decide to disappear and cut some people that you consider very lovable to you. And I feel like you're gonna decide to kind of withdraw your energy from a lot of people. Also, you might decide to kind of cut cords with some family member. It could be, I'm hearing court also, some court order. You might decide to cancel some kind of trial, something like been happening. Maybe you filed a lawsuit against someone and be like, it's not worth it. You might cancel something. You might cancel a lot of things. You'll be like, it's not worth it. Also, you might cut some family members. For others of you, you're just gonna be cutting the courts kind of order or something like that. Or if you have a restraining order against someone, you're gonna be cutting something that you're like, I don't want to go far with it. I'm gonna be like dropping the lawsuit or something like that. I feel you don't want to be going with it. I feel like you're gonna be like trying to get someone back or trying to get someone affectionate to you or to get that person that you really like being affectionate to you or being like loving to you or something like that. So I feel like you're gonna try heavily to win this person back. I feel also around November you might get pregnant or someone around you gonna get pregnant or a family, a sister, something like that around you. So you might have a nephew, a niece or something like that. For some of you, just a nephew, a niece or something like that, or someone that you know or a friend, best friend of yours or something like that. I don't feel like it's your baby. I feel like someone around you might get pregnant. For others of you, this person around November may get pregnant, or in November you might hear and listen about, like you might hear and news about this person that you really love or you let go, or this friend will let you go, like having a partner that they're gonna end up having a baby with soon, or they're gonna end up like being with a partner or something like that in a committed relationship. I do feel like you might hear news about them being pregnant also around November or after November, like December or something, or February or something like that. But around November, some kind of news about someone like building a relationship or getting married or something like that you might hear. I feel like I cannot breathe for some reason. You might start like working on a project. I feel you might start being motivated about that project. And a project is kind of brings you a lot of pain. Could be making you remember the person that you lost, that you had sexual attraction to, or you had some kind of friendship with or something like that, because maybe it's about this person, maybe this person who like been motivating you to kind of start something, a project or something like that, or they've been telling you a lot of things that somehow like you remember them telling you things. Or it could be someone from your past or your childhood, someone that you really love that is no longer around, or this person because they're not talking to you, you're gonna be like remembering that how much they were like supportive of you, or how much they were like maybe giving you a lot of like advices or things like that. So you're gonna take everything that they said to you and you're gonna try to be stronger by your own, or try to take their advice or listen. Almost like when they're gone, you're gonna start listening to whatever they've been telling you. And I feel like there's a lot of pain in it. There's a lot of pain in it. It's almost like there's a lot of pain because you get triggered to remember that person or to remember that past or something like that. By you pushing yourself, you're gonna be like, I'm not gonna be falling to that pain trap, to that kind of sadness or whatever. I'm just gonna push and make this successful. I owe it to myself and this person or whatever, like my dignity or whatever truth that I have to kind of be like successful in that thing. Or I owe it to that person that I love. It could be like someone deceased or something like that, because there's a lot of pain. I feel like you're gonna be like, I'm gonna be at least owing it to myself to kind of be successful in it, and I'm gonna be like finishing that project and I'm gonna be listening to that. But there's a lot of pain. I almost feel a heavy pain in my chest right now. It's so uncomfortable. So I was like, I feel the pain when I channel the readings, people. I feel your pain. So I do feel like how much you're like feeling insecure or uncomfortable or something like that. So I do feel it like it's myself, like, but it's not my pain. But you know, I feel exactly what you feel in your heart. So if you're having a heart attack or something like that, I do feel like you're gonna have a lot of panic attack, or you're gonna start having a lot of anxiety attack around November because of the situation, or maybe because a lot of stress and a lot of feelings gonna come to the surface. And it's totally okay, it's totally normal, because there's a lot of feelings that at one point that you didn't realize that they were there, or you were like in denial about, are gonna come to the surface. So it's gonna be like a mix of emotion, and that we're gonna bring you anxiety. It's like a mix of emotions that is like untitled. So you're gonna be trying to kind of calm yourself down and title those emotions and understand yourself. So almost like maybe write down your emotions, or write down what you feel, or write down something, or write down what you feel and why you feel this way, and write down something that maybe hurt you before, or triggered you to kind of make you feel that, be that person that you never wanted to be, or something like that. I do feel like you're gonna try to talk to this person or be friends with this person again. I feel like this person may be maybe being a friend with you, or gonna be a friend with you, or something like that in the future, or some kind of friendship gonna start between you two, I feel, but not anytime soon. It's gonna take a while, either 2 months or 2 years or something like that, for this person to kind of like have a conversation with you or talk to you. Okay, around November, I do feel like you're gonna be having a lot of success, but you might not see the success around November because you're gonna be in a more like action oriented spirit, gonna put you on action mood and gonna push you. You're gonna fire your ass to kind of be changing your situation, because they don't want you to be in that stagnant mood any much longer. I'm hearing also spirit gonna throw a heavy ball on you, like a bowling ball, like that, and just roll your life and destroy everything, and it's gonna hurt as hell, but it's gonna be the thing that you really wanted, to kind of get the score that you really wanted. So something like that, but it's gonna feel uncomfortable. Okay? Change gonna feel uncomfortable. Just you have to embrace it, you have to accept it. You kind of be like, because you're not in the full potential, you're not in that Empress energy. Even though we don't have the Empress energy, you're not in that full potential. I'm hearing Empress energy. So because you need to embrace your vulnerable side, and understand being vulnerable is being truthful to people. It's like admitting, it's like there's a lot of strength in being vulnerable. It's like a lot of strength in being like open to people and telling someone that I don't feel okay right now, so I'm not gonna talk to you because I'm worried that I'm gonna be triggered by something, or I kind of feel scared and I kind of feel like lost right now, and I will appreciate it if you kind of like help me with something, like instead of like blaming people. So it takes a lot of nerve to kind of be the authentic self in front of person, from like in front of a person that you love. It takes a lot of strength. Being vulnerable takes a lot of strength of truth, to kind of look someone in the eye that you really love, and you just like look them in the eye and tell them exactly how you feel, instead of taking the decision to kind of blame them, or to kind of play mental games to kind of take advantage of the situation, or look at someone as like, those people are human, those people have a life too. I'm not gonna be like going taking advantage of them. I'm just gonna look them in the eye. I'm gonna tell them like, I cannot be around you because I'm scared that maybe I'm just like too clinging on you, or too kind of like taking things from you, or something like that. So I need time myself, even though that's hard. And those people are gonna be supportive, but you need some kind of truth, and you need to kind of understand your vulnerable side, okay, your feminine side. And it's a very strong side that you're lacking, because you think that having one side of you shown is what's strong, what making you strong, and if this something is off balance. Like, to me, those flowers seems like they cannot breathe, okay? And I cannot breathe with your reading somehow. Like, you can see, now those flowers, they cannot breathe. Imagine them like they're supposed to be white or red or something like that, and they just like cannot breathe or something. I'm seeing them like choking or something like that. There's something like when it comes to the surface, to your face, some kind of truth that you're kind of denying. And in November, you're gonna be like very hard for you, but it's gonna be good. So be proud of yourself around November. If this change happened, be persistent and remember what I said, and kind of look at yourself and gonna be like, I'm not gonna fall in my own trap. I'm gonna be loving myself, and I'm not gonna be the person that I never wanted to be at first place. Okay, let's see what else gonna come towards you in November. I feel like also around November you might have a chance to kind of like do something again, like a rematch or another chance in something. So not everything gonna be like destroyed. There's another chance that you're gonna have, but you might decline that chance because it's a test. I feel it's a test. So you might have this other chance, but you might decline it because you might feel like, okay, I don't understand why this chance came. I would like usually take advantage of this chance, like having this chance change. I'm hearing like some kind of change in you gonna happen, and it might feel like weird to you because you were like, usually I would take advantage of this chance to kind of have sex with this person, or feel comfortable with this person if it's a sex situation, or to kind of have this person kind of help me with something, or to kind of take advantage of this person to feel good about myself, or this situation in a negative way. But you're gonna look at the situation and be like, this situation is not serving me. I don't feel like this is good for my authentic self. And you're gonna cut it off, but you're gonna feel a little bit wrong to you because you're gonna feel like, usually it would take advantage of it. So you're gonna be confused. Am I doing the right thing? Am I not? So there's a lot of confusion because your ego is resisting. growth, like somehow, and you kind of challenging your brain to kind of change something, and change is not easy because it can be confusing. Okay, so yeah, let's go to number 2. Number 2, what change is gonna come around November? I feel like you're gonna be like showing a lot of things to people that they didn't see. It's almost like you're gonna hit them with some kind of reality that they never saw. It's almost like you were hidden by you hiding something, or hiding something with you, and it was like too much. It was a burden, and you created something beautiful with it. There was like at one point there was like a burden to you, and you carried it all alone, and you were brave with it for a long time. It's like, and then all those kind of things that you were carrying with yourself, they turned to a beautiful tree. Okay, I'm here in devotion. This is divination, but I'm here also devotion. You were like very dedicated to it. Okay, determined out here, like you were just really wanted to change something, and you're gonna be green or already green. So I feel like you're not gonna show people. This is the thing where you're gonna come like a little bit November. I feel like you're very balanced in November. You're very grounded. You've never been grounded like that before. You could have just been struggling to be that grounded, or you tried to ground yourself so much, like so many times. Almost like when you carry weights at the gym and you're like at the 3 like sets or the last set or something like that, and you're like very exhausted by trying to push, and it's very painful. And you are doing that, and somehow you try to ignore whatever things or whatever yourself telling you, or what yourself want to cry, or like, no, we're gonna push because it's gonna be a good result. I'm gonna push even though it hurts me, it like hurts your muscle. It's like somehow it's like a gym exercise, because you need to push and it hurts, but you know that you're gonna have good result, but it's like exhausting to not see result at first. So this is the thing that I feel like about you. So you are doing that. I feel like around November, the thing is like with the growth, you're not gonna show everyone the growth. There's few people that you're gonna show what you've been blotting, or whatever you've been doing. Some people are thinking like you were hiding things from them. I feel like you're not gonna show them what success you had like after this. Like you're not gonna show them the result that you got at the gym, for example, something like that. Just associate the example to the gym. Like you're not gonna be like removing your jacket or showing them the abs that you have or something like that. You don't want to show them that. You want them to think something else. But I feel like you're gonna do something here. Sounds like you're gonna show a few people that, but you're not gonna show everybody that you kind of have some kind of success. It's almost like you're gonna hide your success around November. You're gonna decide to continue hide your success. You feel like uncomfortable, or you feel like you just don't want to show those people. You don't want anybody in your life. I feel like also around November you might have some kind of shocking news that gonna make you feel so happy, or laugh, like you're gonna laugh, or gonna bring some kind of laughter that you didn't laugh before. It's the kind of laughter like from happiness, like maybe you had to do things that makes you happy, but and also in the back of your mind it was somehow like I cannot speak. You're licking. Okay, we're gonna get back to the licking, but it's like a leap of faith. You took like a leap of faith before. It felt like a leap of faith, so it felt like very struggling, or like you were happy, but somehow you're like a little bit worried about something. So around November, it's almost like you're gonna do things, but you're laughing. It's almost like you're gonna do it in a more lighter energy. You're not anxious. You don't have that burden around you. You could have just dropped someone, or toxic people or something like that. And around November, you're not gonna have that burden. Even if they're around, you're no longer triggered. Somehow you don't have the triggers. So you're gonna be doing something now again. It could be a good news or something like that. And you're not gonna be triggered or anxious or something like that. You just feel happy about it. And I feel like with someone around you was in your energy, or was kind of giving you a lot of anxiety, a lot of bad energy. So whenever you were like happy, you were not fully happy because you were like miserable. And this person made you miserable, or the thing was making you miserable, the thing that was stressing you. You're not gonna be there. And you're gonna be happy. It's almost like you're not gonna be worried around November, blind in that thing. And I feel like you might have a lot of migraines around November, because maybe you're gonna change weather, or the weather gonna change, yeah. But I feel like something about like maybe you're gonna drink a lot also around November. Sounds like a lot of dehydration, or you're drinking a lot, or you have a headache because of the cold outside, or change of weather, change of atmosphere. Okay. Some of you might get a cold or a fever, hopefully not COVID. Some of you maybe it's COVID or something like that, but it could be just a change of weather, or maybe you're gonna go relocate to somewhere else, so gonna be like a different kind of zone, a different atmosphere. So I do feel like relocating to somewhere that you know. I feel for some of you, not somewhere like from like somewhere like you went to before, or you visited, or a city, or a state that you visited before, not something totally new. It's not like that. And let me drink water, because I feel weird about your number 2, because I feel some of you, the migraines or your body thing is like more like something in your body. It's like maybe you're gonna be pregnant, and it sounds kind of bland gonna be happening by the divine. It's almost like this is a divine timing thing, but you might not see it coming. It's almost like this kind of coincidence that you kind of get sick to go to a place to reach a place to kind of visit a restaurant that meets someone. That kind of weird kind of coincident things that go in alignment, but it's very weird. Something like that gonna happen. And also for some of you might get pregnant by coincidence or something like that, and but just something very weird gonna happen around November. And come to me and mention that in the comment, because I want to know, because it's a general reading and everybody gonna be different, but it's like a magical story somehow gonna happen. Like it's like, oh my god, a phone call, and then you get a news that you never expected, and then next thing you know you're doing things, and then next thing you know you go someplace, and then next thing you know your life changes. But like that, or not change of life, just you meet something or you have an opportunity. How you got it is just really funny and weird, okay? Something like that, okay? So you're gonna hear something just gonna happen, almost like a miracle. Like it's just gonna be like, you're gonna be like, I would never think that I will have this thing that I always wanted, or this opportunity like this. It just came to me, like it's almost like landed on your lap or something like that. I do feel like that. I do feel like around November also. There's the thing, for some of you might get someone pregnant that you really love if you're a man, or you might get pregnant, or if you're a male, or if you're a female also, you might, it doesn't matter if you're a male or female, but if you like have the sperms, then you can get someone pregnant they really love. If you're interested in a female, if you're interested in a male, you might have the opportunity to kind of like allow yourself to kind of like feel like you can be a parent, or accept that maybe you're in the right place to kind of feel like you want to be a parent or something like that. You feel like maybe everything is right now, you're gonna get an opportunity that's gonna make you feel like, I was waiting for this opportunity to be a parent. And then you're gonna be like asking your partner that we are in the right place and we have this opportunity now, so maybe we're gonna take it to the next step and have like a baby or something like that, or adopt a baby. So something like that gonna happen. I do feel like you might sign a contract for something like a lease or something like that, for an apartment or a new building or something like that. You're gonna be like signing some papers around November. It's just November gonna be magical to you. I'm not saying that to kind of make you happy, you know, I'm very honest, but literally I'm seeing a lot of magic. That's why I like, you don't see my face, but I'm like opening my eyes like, whoa, because I'm channeling your energy and I'm trying to feel your feelings. Like I'm trying not only to channel your energy, like to feel your feelings, like while you're getting that news. Like I'm being me being you in November, so I'm like feeling your feelings. So I'm gonna have like a lot of confusion, a lot of like, but in the same time happiness when you're confused about something, but you smiling, like you're like, huh, looking at the wall like, huh, like, or like, wow, I didn't realize that. Or very comfortable also feeling. It's not like you're panicking or something, it's just very relaxing feeling around November. So I do feel like you're gonna achieve a lot of things, a lot of success around November, okay? Or at least a feeling of success. You're gonna feel like you achieved something, or you reached some kind of conclusion, or you reached a feeling that you wanted to feel. Like reaching a feeling to hear, like from like someone who been pushing, maybe one time like you almost give up on things, but you try to push, and reaching to a place where you see results and you're comfortable, and it's just every time you're gonna push more, it's just more growth. So it doesn't make you feel sad, it kind of makes you feel motivated more and more. It's like you don't look at your belly and you be like, I have a fat belly still, or have something, or I'm still having some kind of like skin that I don't want. Just like somehow the motivation, you know, like when you go and you have like you wanna lose weight at the gym, and you kind of push, and then every time you look at yourself and you don't see a result, you kind of get frustrated. If you're like resonating with that story, just an example, just put yourself in the example. I'm just trying to kind of make you relate to it, and then you see the result like finally after whatever like hard work, a year or two or something like that. And it's not like it doesn't frustrate you when you look at yourself in the mirror. It's just like when you go and see more results, it's just more happiness, okay? Something like that. I feel like your life gonna change in 3 years from now, okay? Or your life gonna totally change after like some kind of period, or like around November you're gonna get some news, and you're gonna see the growth of this news around January or around April or March. But it's gonna change. For some of you might have a family, literally, because I do see like the garden and the thing, the house and the family. I do feel like you wanna be expecting some baby, like literally for some of you expecting a baby, because I do feel like you're gonna expect a baby. I feel like someone's gonna get pregnant for sure. or something, some kind of growth or something like that. You're gonna be in a committed relationship with someone. Okay, there's exchange of vows, it calls vows, or like rings or something like that at the like altar. So I feel like around November, a couple of those events not gonna happen around November, but there's a gate of those events gonna be opened to you in November. At least a kind of glimpse of it. You can hold it. You can walk through that gate. You're gonna see your life changing, but might not happen right away. You might even meet that person that you're gonna have a life with around November, and it's just gonna be like just very comfortable because you feel like you're at the right place. So if you're like at a new job and you feel like you always wanted this job, it doesn't matter if you start in there, you don't know anybody there or like something like that. It just, you know that you like this place, so you're just happy every day going there, even though that you're still learning, but you're happy. Are you still getting to know this person or this path, but you're happy? So I do feel like around November you're just gonna be really happy. Let's see what else gonna happen to you around November. You might cut a lot of conversation, a lot of communication with a lot of people, and you kind of keep a few or something like that. But I feel like totally you might ghost a lot of people or start ghosting a lot of people and not talk to them and not communicate to them. You're gonna be more critical about, like, you're gonna be more choosy about people entering your life and more critical about those choices that, like, you feel there's like you were always critical, but there's like some times you kind of allow your friends or people that you like too much to kind of have a kind of like way out or easy way out. Like you kind of you kind of turn a blind eye or something like that, I feel. And just, you're not gonna do that, even if those people are like very precious to you, even if that person that you really like, that you're gonna be very critical with those people. It doesn't matter if they hurt you or they didn't hurt you or something like that. If they're not matching your energy, if you feel in any kind of way they draining you in any kind of way, you're gonna cut those things. Or you're gonna be very kind of choosy to even family members who you want to allow in your life. Could be also because you're gonna have a really committed something or a new life or something like that. You're gonna move to another house or another apartment, and you're gonna be very choosy about who you let in your zone or your area, or invite to your country, the new country that you're moving in. Or you're gonna be very choosy about like who you kind of let into your life and what you're doing. Sounds like if you distance yourself, you're not gonna be allowing people to kind of look into your life anymore or something like that, unless if they're like, you're gonna be very picky, okay? Unless if they're like not showing you any sign of like anything, like any kind of draining energy or any kind of bad energy. You're gonna trust your intuition even more. I feel like you're gonna be very intuitive, or some kind of intuition gonna be heightened. Some of you might start doing tarot, or you might create your own channel, or you might be like just very into tarot, or you're gonna start like thinking about spirituality and intuition and how to guide, and you're gonna be like really empowered like in this way. You're gonna be like trusting your intuition even more. Also, you might be like very like practicing your intuition, or you're gonna be like knowing your power. Also, you're gonna know your truth and your power. I do see that. Let me see what else here around November. I do feel like we're gonna cut the phrase a blonde guy or blonde girl, or she got like a brownish or something hair, blonde or a blonde man, or a long hair, something like that. You're gonna cut this person off your life or something like that. I feel like there's a reconciliation may happen around November. You're gonna talk to someone. It could be that person, also a blonde person that you cut out of your life, something like that. There's a reconciliation gonna happen around November, okay? And I feel like you're not gonna be trusting that person once you reconcile with this person right away around November. But it's almost like you're gonna be like not feeling anything wrong, but you're just gonna be like, I don't know, I'm gonna see where it's going, okay? And I feel like you might start learning. There's a lot of things here. You might start learning some kind of craft or some kind of like hobby you might start doing, or some routine or some sport or something like that. Skiing or roller skiing or skater, skateboarding, or anything. You might start something, or dancing, anything like that, okay? Let's go to number 3. I'm gonna come towards you around November prediction number 3. I feel like gonna do the same shit like October, honestly. Number 3, let me tell you, it's gonna be the same shit. Like, you're waking up around that time, you're eating that food, you're going to that coffee shop, you're going to that restaurant, you're going to work, you're meeting your friend, the same thing. So it's gonna be the same routine. I'm not gonna be like telling you, oh, around November you're gonna build, I don't know, castle around November. No, I don't give you that shit. But around November gonna be similar, but let's see what's gonna be like a little bit new, okay? Nothing. I was like trying so hard to kind of see something. Nothing gonna change around November, literally. It's just gonna be a month that you don't like. What are we like in November? Oh, what are we in December now? I didn't feel November. Really? I thought we were still in October. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't notice like that. Gonna be. I feel like you're just gonna be like doing same shit, basically same shit, literally. I don't like literally same shit. You might just have the same routine that you're gonna do. So in general, I'm not gonna be seeing day to day what you're gonna do every day. You know, every day you're gonna have different emotion or something like that. Basically, the changes in November, nothing gonna change. But let's take charms and see. Some of you maybe. Yeah, you're gonna spend more time for some of you with some family members, or you're gonna be talking to someone more than other person. So if you didn't talk to that family member a while ago, you're gonna start talking around November, maybe a little bit more, or texting or something like that. You're gonna be talking to someone that maybe you talked to around October, but you're gonna talk more to those people, or colleagues or something like that more and more, or you're gonna chat with those people more and more, or a friend that maybe you lost contact with around October, or they were mad at you. You're gonna kind of contact with this person and talk again. It could be like just a fight that happened between you and your friend. You might talk again or something like that around November. Around November, you're gonna be like really watching TV a lot, chilling a lot, maybe after work or something like that. I do feel like you might be thinking about like, you don't want to think about the past, so you're trying to kind of ignore whatever thought or your intuition telling you. You don't want to think about what happened with someone or something like that, or you broken heart or something like that. It's almost like you're resistant change still, because you were doing this in October and something like that. You're resistant kind of acknowledging the pain or whatever happened to you, acknowledging your triggers. I feel like around November, I feel like for some of you there's a potential for a tower moment around November, but it's not a big tower moment. It's just tower moment gonna stimulate your feelings or something like that, or growth. Could be also just hurting yourself or falling from your bicycle or falling from something. I feel like around November you're just gonna feel a little bit ignored by someone that you really like, or your crush or something like that. I don't feel like it's something new for you. Honestly, I feel like it's just like that. I feel like also around November you might just decide to kind of like not wash your clothes more often or something like that. Nothing big here. Also around November, let me see. So saying you might do more sports or more dancing or more photographing. So you might photograph, like if you're doing sports, you might take it more serious, or if you're taking pictures before, like you might do it around November for some of you. And that's it. Number 4, what's gonna happen around December? Oh my god, you might have like you might just decide to take the vaccine right now, or around November. You took it already, you're gonna take the second dose or something like that. And I feel like you're gonna start feeling like a little bit dizzy and tired from the vaccine, you know, like your bones or something like that. You're gonna feel like a little bit dizzy because maybe you're gonna have like vitamins intakes are low, your vitamins are low, something is low, because you're gonna feel dizzy or fainted, or you feel like you always wanna faint, you're always dizzy. There's something about your health that is just gonna be like intense around November, because you're gonna be like I feel like gonna be dragged to December as well. It's like you're just gonna start feeling dizzy, or hair falling, or it could be an iron kind of thing, blood pressure, sugar, or something like that. It's just on your body, that is kind of like making you feel not well. I feel around November. I do feel like around November, maybe you're just gonna be like really mad at someone, or holding a grudge, or thinking about like you're very angry about something that happened to you and you cannot let it go. So you get triggered by this feeling or by this person that done something to you. So you keep remembering this person and getting mad. So maybe you see this person in front of your face at work or something like that. It's just very mad at this person, or very mad that you ever met this person. Of like you see this person someplace and you're just very mad. It could be like someone that you had a fallout with, and you're very regretful of like you spending time with this person, or talking to this person, or doing something with this person. And you kind of get triggered every time you see this person in front of your face, and you get disgusted or something like that. It could be at work or something like that. It could be a family member, anybody that you kind of like don't like, or you started to dislike, and you had one time you had something, could be an ex or something of yours, and you kind of just like get triggered. You get triggered every time you look at this person. Or it could be like just something that happened between you two, or this person said something, or a fight that you get triggered about what this person said to you in a fight, or every time you look at this person you remember what happened and you get mad about what happened, or the fallout between you two. It could be like even you don't want the fallout to happen, but more likely I feel like you're just very mad about the situation in general. I feel like around November you're gonna be like heavily stressed, like maybe you're gonna have sleeping, like some kind of sleeping disorder, you cannot sleep that much, or some kind of trouble sleeping or something like that, because you're overthinking things in your life, you're overthinking your situation, you're overthinking your life. It could be like you're overthinking also your child. Maybe you have a child and you're worried about your child or something like that. I feel like around November you're worried about something about your child they want to do. I don't feel like it's just something you to worry about, but I feel like you're heavily invested in that and you're heavily worried about your child. I feel like you might decide to travel to Italy around November, or trying to plan like some kind of vacation or some kind of trip to Italy, or so to the US or to California, I'm hearing, or to a place just kind of like 9 countries on the map, like far away or something like that. I don't know, kind of like direction. But to just you wanna 9 hours or something like that. Okay, around number 9. Or you were planning to go to that place from September, I feel. So you might decide to kind of go to a vacation or to visit that place that you really want. Also around November, I feel like you're gonna be like heavily working or having a lot of work to do. So you might be gonna be busy with work, or a lot of things that you're gonna do. There's a lot of work activities, or you're busy with long hours with work, or just having a lot of work. I do feel like you're just having a lot of work. There's a lot of laughter at nighttime, or just drinking around the weekend, or eating with some people, or eating with friends or family or something like that, spending time. So there's a laughter gonna be happening around November, that you're spending time, friend and family and things like that. Maybe just like a winter vibe or something like that. Okay, let's take charms for you. Yeah, I feel like around November you're really thinking about that vacation that you really want. I feel like you're thinking about like a person that you're crushing on, that is your crush, and you feel like this person doesn't want you, and you're trying to kind of ignore this person, or ignore your feelings toward this person, or you don't know like how to approach this person or to talk to this person. There's a person that you really want to talk to. I also around November you're gonna feel like you're very stagnant and you don't know how to kind of like get out of a situation. There's a situation that you don't know how to get yourself out of it, and you don't think about, like, you're not even thinking about getting yourself out of it. It's just some kind of like confusion that makes you very stressed. Like, you know that you're not comfortable in where you are, or you work, or someplace, or with that person, or with someone, or with something around you, but you're not thinking. I feel like you just try to not think about it because you're too stressed, or you're just like heavy in work that you're not thinking. I do feel like you're just like this is the feeling that you're not acknowledging. So I'm telling you kind of like why this feeling is there. You're not thinking because you don't like the place that you are, but I feel like you're not gonna think about you don't like the place. You're more thinking about like achievement, how you're gonna achieve, trying to be positive. I don't feel like you're gonna acknowledge the feeling that I'm telling you that's there, but it's gonna be there subconsciously. They're not happy. Around November, you feel like some kind of dream is snatched away from you from God, and you're kind of angry because of that, but you don't want to admit it yourself, and you don't want to cry about it. Sounds like you don't want to cry about it. You don't want to like tell yourself that you have some kind of like a dream, or some kind of something beautiful that God took it from you, because you don't want to be in that victim mentality, or you don't want to be like negative, but you feel very sad and you don't want to acknowledge the feeling. So somehow like it kind of turned to stress and anger, something like that. You don't want to do anything about it. You're not thinking about it because you don't want to think about it, because the moment you're gonna think about it, either you're gonna cry about it, you're gonna do something, maybe you're gonna feel like you're gonna regret, you're gonna be like regretting kind of a bad decision or something like that, because you don't want to think about it and get in feelings about it. I feel like you might listen to a lot of music thinking about someone. You might fantasize about someone sexually, or you're very fantasizing about someone sexually. You're gonna have like a person that you're fantasizing about sexually, or you have a lot of sexual stamina around November. There's a lot of sexual energy. I feel like around November, you might meet a lot of new people, a lot of friendship. You might create a lot of friendship, a lot of people around you, something like that. I feel around November. You might meet someone around November. Could be also a person that very significant in your life. Could be your twin flame or soulmate or something like that. But you could be just like very kind of looking at this person in a dark way, that you're not looking at them in a really nice way. Could be also a friend that's supposed to be in your life, and kind of this person gonna be like helping you with something, or you meant to meet this person, whoever this person is. You're just not gonna look at them in a good way, because you have that, and nobody gonna see that you have that things that you don't even want to acknowledge to yourself. It could be subconsciously that you're hurt, and you don't want to acknowledge that you're hurt. It's more like anger, and you have that kind of darkness inside you of like when you look at people, you want them to stay away from you, especially if they're gonna trigger that feeling of like you missing some kind of happiness or something like that, or they're gonna make you feel this way. So you don't want to trust again, you don't want to fall in love again, or you don't want to fall in the kind of trap of having a best friend or relying on someone. Maybe something hurt you before, or you lost something, and you just don't want to fall in that trap again. So I feel like you're gonna look at it in a very kind of pessimistic, is it? Pessimistic. Cannot speak this reading. Whatever the word is, pessimistic is the right word. So I'm gonna look at it. I do feel like around November, there's a lot of frustration, or you're holding your word several times. It's almost like you're holding your word. You don't want to fight. It's almost like there's a lot of times around November you wanted to say something very bad to someone, and you're holding yourself. It's almost like you're just like frustrated, like you're about to lose it, about to go crazy. Okay, you're gonna feel that energy around November. Some of you feel like you're already in this energy right now a little bit. Okay, I feel like you hate someone religious around you, that you don't want them to touch you or talk to you about religion, or talk to you about God, or about Jesus, about Islam, or about what country, whatever religion it is. You just don't want this person to talk to you about religion. You don't want them to talk to you about religion. You don't want them. Okay? Did we take charms for number 4? I forgot. Literally. I think I took charms. Let's take charms again. Spirit want me to take it again. Yeah, I do feel like around November, this is like a strength. You need your strength, and you need to ground yourself around November. This is a stone for me for a strength. So because I feel like you might feel like some kind of failure inside you, but you're not failing. I feel like you need to acknowledge that loss or whatever happened. You need to acknowledge your feelings in order to kind of open for new energy. It's almost like you need to release the packages. It's almost like you don't realize that you have those packages. You be like, I release them. I don't give a fuck. I don't think about them. By not thinking about them, you kind of like putting them there. They still this is a package because it's with you. Like your soul doesn't release anything unless you acknowledge the energy and the feeling of it and release it energetically. So if you're gonna ignore the feelings, it's always gonna be a package with you. I need to break it out for you. So yeah. Number 5, we're gonna come towards you around November. I feel like you're gonna get a no or rejection from something around November, but you're not bothered because you already expected to get a no or rejected, or to get a no, not yes. You're like, I don't give a fuck, because I already know that I'm gonna get a no. It could be like you applied for something, you got a no. You applied for a visa, you got a no. You applied for I don't know what, like a scholarship, you got a no. You applied for college, you got a no. And I feel like I say several things like a no. You'll be like, I applied several times, it was a no. Like, I know it's a no. Like, I'm not surprised. Where am I going to be surprised? I'm not surprised. But I feel like around November, you're going to be like a little bit like careless. Or let me say, like, very, very careless. You're going to be like very careless. Like, it's almost like you don't give a fuck how the outcome going to be, how things going to be ending up, how things going to be changing. Like, maybe at one point you wanted things to change, but you kind of reached to a point where you don't give a fuck. Like, it's just in an energy where you don't literally give a fuck. You're kind of going with the flow. You don't give a fuck anymore. You're not in this obsessive energy where you're trying to change situations, or you're trying to kind of have an outcome, that you force an outcome, or you were trying to force an outcome to a yes or something like that. You're not in the forceful energy. You kind of like got several no when it's not the right time, or you got whatever no from something. You're kind of like not bothered. You want to just focus on something else. You want to ground yourself, I feel like. And I feel like by just doing that energy, you're kind of also grounding yourself. I feel like you don't even know that you're grounding yourself by this energy. You're like letting things flow finally. Letting things, like you finally learned the lesson somehow in November. It's like you're letting things flow. And you're just being careless. Like, you'll be like, if it's a no now, then it's not meant to be a yes. Or if it's like a still didn't happen, whatever thing that I want now from spirit, it's like, I don't mind. I'm just gonna enjoy what's around me. I'm gonna enjoy the people around me, the activities that I'm already enjoying. Okay, I'm not gonna be like bothered waiting for it to be like a yes, because I still have good things in my life. I still can make good things right now, till one day whatever right for me is gonna come towards me. And whatever, maybe this path is not for me, maybe there's another thing gonna come towards me that I'm meant to be here, or I'm meant to be stuck in the situation to kind of like be more like focused on other things. Then I'd be like, boom, it's here on my face, and it's another bath, but it's a bath that I really love, and I'm really grateful for this no. It's almost like you're gonna be in the energy where you are embracing this energy, that you're like going with the flow, and you're gonna be in that energy if you're not in this energy right now. I feel around November you might get a gain in finance, a lot of finance. And with this gain of finance, gonna be coming like a little bit of sense of responsibility, or you're gonna have responsibility of like what should I do with that money, or what should I need to kind of plan my, like I need to kind of put my money in a good investment, in a good thing. I do feel like around November you might discover some kind of snake around you, or a double-faced person around you that are trying to steal your money or something like that, and you're gonna be blocking this person or just not talking to this person again. I feel like around November it's just you're very immune, even if you don't know it, to heartbreak. Like your break is not, like your heart's not your breaking. Your heart's not breaking, okay? Like you break also, you're not hitting your brake. Like you're not hitting your brake for a no. You're still moving, okay? Like if it's a no, you're not gonna open this gate for me, Spirit. I'm still moving with my car. I'm still having fun. If this bar is closed, I'm gonna go to the second bar. I'm gonna drink my beer there. Even if their beer is shitty, I'm still enjoying the beer there. Doesn't matter. Something like that. You're just in that kind of energy. You're very positive. But I feel like also around November you might have a little bit time of like frustration. Sometimes you want to get into frustration where you might get in the energy where like, I don't get it. Like why, like you don't, like it's like I feel like acknowledge your emotion. Like why am I like not getting the things that I want? Like why? You're gonna ask yourself some kind of question like about why. Is it the wrong thing that I was pursuing? Is it something that there's something that I'm not seeing that I'm supposed to do, Spirit? I feel like you're gonna be like more losing faith in your religion or your spirituality or something like that around you. If you're like whatever, I feel like you're just gonna lose faith in something. You're just no longer interested in it, or you're gonna be seeing that whatever thing they were motivated about doing every day, or your work or something like that, you're not gonna be motivated. If you're going to work, you're not gonna be motivated to go to work because of the no or something like that. You're more like a little bit like gloomy, but you're trying to move on and be happy about your routine. But there's days where you're gonna feel like heavy to kind of drag yourself out of the bed and go to work or do the thing that you love, okay? I do feel like around November things are not gonna change to you around November for you, but it's like you almost needed to kind of see everything around you, or to kind of like make use of everything around you in order for you to kind of fully understand something that we're trying to tell you. You need to kind of understand that everything around you that you ask for is like, or like there's things around you also that you got that is not what you asked for. Somehow it's a delusion, and it's like you need to acknowledge some kind of truth. There's some kind of truth that you need to kind of acknowledge. It's like even if you know there's something wrong with those things that you have around you, you need to ask yourself the right question: what's wrong with those things around me? Yeah, you don't like the shitty bar, but why exactly you don't like the shitty bar? You don't like it because their beer is shitty, or there's something more that you don't want to acknowledge, or something like that you're not acknowledging. So you need to kind of like address some feeling there, or to address some kind of truth that you're not seeing. I don't feel like you're in denial about it, you're just not seeing. So that's why you're stuck in this situation. Let's take charms for number 5. I feel like you're gonna feel abundant. I won't say abundant by spirit, but like abundance per se. I feel like you're gonna feel both ways. You're gonna feel like you're lucky, but you like you have everything, but you're not happy with the things that you have. And some days you're gonna feel happy, and some days you're gonna feel like you're trying to seek your stability. It's almost like gonna be like a month where there's good days and there's days that you push yourself out of, like you want to put yourself under the desk if you're like at work to cry, something like that, or to kind of feel frustrated. I do feel like there's a new beginning gonna be coming towards you, but do not be fooled. Do not be fooled by how bad the situation looks or how the snow is big, because there's a change gonna come toward you. You need to be positive about it, and this change gonna be coming to you whenever you need it, and at the right time. It's gonna come to you, and it's gonna be like a portal or a change. It's just gonna come to you and be like, hey, this is the yes that you always wanted. It's gonna come toward you. But do not be fooled by how difficult the situation is right now, or how it's gonna be around November, because it's never gonna be the same. It's never gonna be like this difficult. So whenever you're in that situation, remember it's not always gonna be that way. Even if you don't see a way out of it, okay? You're gonna get out of it. let's see what's gonna happen. Also, I feel like you're gonna celebrate someone's birthday. I feel could be like your fuckboy or fuck girl or someone for sex, I'm hearing. Or if someone's gonna invite you for a birthday, that you're gonna end up like having sex with this person just for sex or something like that. Around November. Yeah, it could be your birthday also around November. Okay? You may want to invite someone around November or something like that to your birthday. Maybe that person maybe this person called you a fuckboy or fucker. Or had a fight with this person. So you want to invite this person to your birthday. If you have a birthday around November, you want to invite someone to like your birthday. You have a fight with this person. Or you have some kind of not healthy relationship, but a tie between you and this person. Around November, I feel like you're gonna be like losing your control on your phone. Something about your phone, you keep holding your phone, either tracking something or waiting for someone text message or waiting something. You're gonna lose yourself in it. It's almost like you're gonna find yourself checking your phone every second. It's almost like obsessive energy where you're checking your phone because you're waiting for that person to text you, or you're waiting for something from this person, you're waiting for a call, you're waiting for something from someone, or you're obsessively looking at this person or stalking this person. There's an obsessive energy of like you're waiting for someone to text you, waiting for someone to call you, waiting for someone to kind of like approach you, or you're waiting for like, or you're just talking to this person or something like that. You want something from this person. I do feel like you're heavily in love to a point where you're not grounding yourself with this energy. So maybe that's why things are a no right now, because I feel for some of you, maybe you're like, could be a love situation around November because it's been toxic and you need to kind of release each other in order to see each other in a good light, or to understand real love, not being stubborn energy. Sometimes you need to separate ways in order to meet again and it's gonna be the right energy and to understand yourself. So I do feel like you need to release it, and it's kind of spirit keeping you away from this person. It could be like you're toxic or this person's toxic. Something is just very toxic and you're not seeing each other in a good life right now, and it's only gonna be like damaging yourself, and it's only gonna be like very toxic to yourself, to you two, to be kind of tied to each other, but both want to be the devil to each other. Both want to be like, both not trusting, both seeing things difficult in the other person. So it's gonna be like very difficult for you. So it's kind of like spirit had to interfere and put a no and put a wall between you two to kind of set you like to calm down and see some kind of truth. Maybe meet other people, maybe meet other situation, or think about it and see things in this person's perspective, or kind of like ease you. Because if this person came to you and told you the truth, you don't want to listen, because you kind of get in that kind of energy where you know that you're tied to this person and kind of trigger you to kind of feel like, you know, like if you have like a phobia from like being tied down or being like in a box or something like that, and this is what you feel. You feel like even if this person's talking, you're still panicking about the connection. You're panicking how this person is controlling you, or the other person is feeling this way. So you cannot listen to the words that are coming out of this person. All you see is the devil, or you see like your shadow side. It could be like your twin flame or something like that, or soulmate. All you see is your shadow side for each other. It's like you see a shadow side on this person, and this person sees a shadow side of you, because you don't want to like ignore some kind of truth, and you just also you get your worst to this person and something like that. There's things like, because you trigger each other. That's the thing. A twin flame could just like say something to you. Some of you, maybe one of you here, saying the truth about the other person doesn't want to listen. They're in their ego, something like that. It just, someone here is like in their ego too much and they don't want to listen. So this is like a way from spirit to say a no to you, to kind of trigger you to heal yourself, or to understand something, or to look at things differently, or to kind of send you people that maybe you don't have a connection with or heavy love. It could be just sexual or lustful, but they're gonna be like the same as this person a little bit in some kind of personality, or they're gonna maybe they're gonna mention a story about something in their life. You're gonna understand. You're gonna like, then when you meet this person again, you're gonna be like having more knowledge to understand this person. But there's some kind of heavy toxic thing that you're not meant to kind of have right now, because if you're gonna have it right now, that's why you gotta know it's gonna be toxic for you, because you're not fully ready, and you need to trust the process. Spirit saying, okay, around November, spirit are asking you to have faith and trust the process. Okay, whatever feelings gonna feel uncomfortable a little bit sometime, even though you're grounding yourself, you're like careless, just like you need to trust the process, because you are stepping into your power, and things gonna be better. Things are like gonna be better, not gonna be like in this situation. I feel like sometimes you feel like, why did I have a no? I really want this person, or really want this thing, and it's gonna be very triggering for you. But things needed to happen this way. For some of you, you needed to see this person worth, or they needed to see your worth, or something like that. Okay, let's take charms. Okay. Yeah. There's a new beginning coming toward you after this hardship or a no. This no gonna feel like a kind of like a silent tower moment, but with yourself emotionally. Something like you're gonna be like a little bit calm, and then you're gonna trigger a lot of emotion to the surface to help you grow, to kind of awaken you somehow, to have that awakening to rise into your power. And I feel like there's some kind of new beginning gonna happen with someone else, or you're gonna have some kind of beginning with someone else, or you're gonna flirt around with someone, or it could be like not flirting around with someone. It could be like you're gonna get an opportunity of like a job, like something like that, or something like that. Gonna help you to kind of like heal yourself, gonna help you to see what's inside, to release the shadow work or the negative trait of yourself. Because when you, it's not gonna be like, because if this person was the one for you, it's always gonna be the one for you. When you meet other people, it's gonna be like not love, it's gonna be something else. You're gonna realize it later on, like when you break up with them, you're gonna realize it. It's like, this always was this person, this feeling was real love, and you don't acknowledge that this feeling was real love. It could be for some of you, or they didn't acknowledge that this feeling is real love. If they're with someone else, they just gonna realize that this was real love, and they are with the other person is not love. It's like they don't want that, they don't understand, they always feel like something wrong with the other person. It's just gonna heal them, they're gonna understand something. Just you meant two separate ways, so you don't hurt each other, or you don't hurt this person, or this person hurt you. Okay, I do feel like around December things may change for some of you. Gonna be as soon as December gonna change between you and this person, or this opportunity. If you're asking about person or opportunity, I feel like you might end up like being in like you might you might already got yourself in an abusive something, or something has been abusing you here. If you're the one who's doing something wrong, or if they're like, if you're asking about love interest, if this love interest got themselves in an abusive kind of relationship, they kind of needed that abusive relationship, that they chose maybe something or something else, that they thought maybe you're like not good energy, they're better energy, and they don't feel like it's love. Gonna take that abusive energy to kind of like trigger them to kind of understand that they were like doing something wrong. Okay, I feel like some kind of pursuit or something gonna come toward you. I feel like someone gonna come toward you with an offer, like a manager, a boss, or something like that, with a job offer, or some kind of job offer gonna come to you around November. Something gonna make you feel happy a little bit, or gonna lift your energy. I do feel a lot of grilling, a lot of, if you're like I don't know, here, like if it's winter, the people do grill outside. So, or maybe it's just like you might eat a lot of steaks inside, or cook or something. There's a lot of cooking, or like could be like a party, or someone like bar mitzvah or shower party, or like someone gonna do a party and gonna invite you. Could be like the birthday party as well, but I do feel like a lot of celebration around November also. Thank you for watching.